அது அது சொல்லிட்டு யாருக்குமே தெரியலப்பாங்க மெசேஜ் பாரு. நான் யாருக்காவது தெரியுதா விஜயன் சார் போட்டோன்னு கேட்டதுக்கு நோ தான் மெசேஜ் வந்திருக்கு. ஆ.
இப்போ பாருங்க என்னோட ஸ்கிரீன் தெரியுது இல்லையா? ஓகே ஓகே.
Deepak, can we start? Yes. Sir, good morning.
Good morning, madam. Yeah.
Sir, can you hear me?
இப்போ பாருங்க என்னோட ஸ்கிரீன் தெரியுது இல்லையா?
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. Participant, please sorry for the inconvenience. What has happened here? I'm Dr. Reza Tilakavati, Assistant Professor in Physics, with the blessings of our Honorable Chairman and on behalf of JPR Engineering College. JPR Engineering Engineering College. Can you please hear me? Sir? Sir, hello?
Yes, madam. Yeah. I am Vijayan. You are audible to me, but you can ask other participants.
Yeah, yes, sir. Okay, sir. On behalf of JPR Engineering College, I welcome you all for the webinar session of scholarship and summer training program for higher studies by Dr. N. Vijayan, Principal Scientist in National Physical Laboratory, New Delhi. The speaker is expert in solution growth and melt growth of growing piezoelectric and non-linear optical crystals. He has published 191 papers in international journal and communicated 25 papers. He has presented 231 papers in national and international conferences. He was working as a junior scientist in Anna University from 2000 to 2004, and currently he is working in NPL as a principal assistant in NPL. He has got 24 award fellowships, Dr. S. Gunashekaran Award in the area of spectroscopy in the year of 2000 year, and he has got the Best Innovative Research Award in 2015, Bharat Excellence Award in 2014 for the outstanding contribution to material science. He is also an associate editor for the journals, Asian Journal of Physics, Journal of Functional Materials and Biomaterials. Not only this, he is also a reviewer for 20 journals such as Journal of Crystal Growth, Material Letter, Physica B. It's my immense pleasure to hand over the session to the speaker. Welcome you, sir, once again.
Yes, madam. Yeah, thank you. I am audible to everyone.
Yeah, sir.
My screen is visible now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, can you confirm that my screen is next page is moving?
1 minute, sir.
Now I am presenting my second page, and this is the third page, fourth page. So it is moving smoothly. Just confirm. Then after that, we will start.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's moving. In lively, it's moving out. Yes, sir. Slowly, it's moving out. You can just go to the introduction part.
Fine. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So thank you, madam. Thank you very much for your nice introduction. So I know Dr. Tilakavati madam almost a decade. So when she was doing her PhD, so we used to meet in the conferences. From that time onwards, I am seeing that she is very active and she is always vibrant. So thank you very much for your nice introduction, madam. And good morning to everyone. So almost madam is saying that almost more than 40 participants. So welcome to my session, and then good morning to everyone. And today we are going to discuss about the scholarship and the different summer research training programs in India for higher studies. So myself, let me introduce myself. I am Dr. Vijayan, working as a principal scientist in CSIR National Physical Laboratory, New Delhi. So if you are having any doubt or any other clarification, you can always send an email to me, and then you can call me anytime. And so today I am going to present a few summer research fellowship as well as the scholarship program in India. So before applying for that scholarship program, you can ensure yourself that whether that program is currently continuing, and because it is the regulations of the government, so time to time they will change the scholarship program, otherwise summer research fellowship program. So this is what all the information I am going to share with you. This is I have taken nearly a few months before, and when I was when I was checking into Google, I found that very interesting information by Dr. D. Uttara, Professor D. Uttara, and then Professor D. Ramalingam. They have consolidated few of the summer scholarship programs, and when I have taken, I am acknowledging them. So in addition to that, I found a few of the summer research training programs. So I have included. So we are going to see all the things today. So sorry for the inconvenience because Dr. Tilakodi madam and then Mr. Deepak, both they were trying from the 9:30 onwards because of the some technical glitch. So now, anyway, it is delayed, but anyway, we are starting now. So welcome. And then, National Physical Laboratory, it is coming under the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. So it is coming under Ministry of Science and Technology. So we are having almost 38 laboratories, almost all over India. Almost each and every state we are having 2 to 3 laboratories. So National Physical Laboratory, so we are concentrating on research on physics. Like that, chemistry-based research that is called the National Chemical Laboratory that is located at the NCL Pune, National Chemical Laboratory. So mainly we are concentrating on physics-based research, particularly on the standards. So we are doing research on the standards and then reference materials. So this is our front view of our National Physical Laboratory. You are always welcome whenever you are coming to Delhi. And a very beautiful image we have taken from in front of our building. And CSIR National Physical Laboratory, it was inaugurated before our independence. We got the independence 15th August 1947. It was inaugurated 4th January 1947. That time it was the interim government headed by the then late Prime Minister of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Very interesting information. The first founding director of National Physical Laboratory was the student of Dr. Sir C.V. Raman. His name is Dr. K.S. Krishnan. He was the first founding director of National Physical Laboratory. And the whole lane is called the Dr. K.S. Krishnan Road. And he born in Tirunelveli. And he has carried out his research work under the guidance of Sir C.V. Raman. And during that time only they have discovered the Raman effect. And our National Physical Laboratory, we are doing services to the nation in different areas. For your simple understanding, you know that the Indian Standard Time, whenever you are sending email, whenever you are receiving email, otherwise whenever you are doing your digital transaction through credit card, otherwise a debit card, so you can always come across the Indian Standard Time, that is called the IST. So IST is maintained by National Physical Laboratory, and our Indian Parliament, few decades before they passed the law that National Physical Laboratory is the India's National Metrology Institute. So that means we are having the power to control, to do the research on standards, and in addition to that in different areas of reference materials. So what is standards? For example, during your education, maybe in the school, otherwise in the college, you come across the 7 basic SI units, right? So you can just imagine all the basic 7 SI units. And also you can imagine that without the 7 SI units, it is very difficult to imagine our day-to-day routine life. Whenever you are waking up from the morning till whenever you are going to your bed, almost you are coming across all the ways 7 SI units. It is very difficult to imagine our life without the 7 SI units. So all the 7 basic SI units primary standards are maintained by National Physical Laboratory. And you are seeing that the first image, that is the inside our building image, and then another image you are seeing in the corner, that is the front gate of National Physical Laboratory. You are seeing that one digital clock, that is the Indian Standard Time. So Indian Standard Time is controlled through the CCM atomic clock, and we can call us the timekeeper of the nation. So what all the research work we are doing in different areas of physics, you can go through our website, that www.npindia.org. You can see what all the research work we are doing, whether that is really useful for the society or not. So all the information you can get it. And CSIR NPL is also contributing for the industrial sector. That's what you can see, that Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. So we are contributing for the MSME sectors. We are contributing to industrial sectors. What all the technology, what all the research outcomes it is coming. So we are transferring the technology to the industry. That means in another way, we are always collaborating with the big industries, and then we can encourage the small entrepreneurs to start their own industries. And also we are having very good collaborations with the Indian research, that is called Indian Space Research Organization, through our Indian Standard Time. And our Indian Standard Time we are giving to banking sector. Our Indian Standard Time, that means IST, we are giving to Indian Railways, Indian Air Force. And in addition to that, all the major industries, we are having very good collaborations in the way of reference material, in the way of characterization. What are all the problems they are facing, they used to come, and then we are giving a solution for them. And in addition to that, all the SARC nations. So we are giving training time to time to all the SARC nations in the area of standards. And you can see this is our SI units, all the basic 7 SI units. You can see nowadays you are having, for example, if the person is having blood pressure, if he is going and measuring his blood pressure in few clinics located in the city, if you go and measure your blood pressure into 2 to 3 clinics, you will be getting 2 to 3 types of BP. Similarly, your glucose. Similarly, you can imagine what all the testing you are doing for your body, whether you are getting the correct result or not, how to ensure that. You are getting 3 types of BP, which BP result is correct. If the person is not having the BP, he is forced to take the BP tablet by doctor. So which result we can ensure and then we can trust. So nobody knows. So for that purpose, we need a concrete information that, okay, this result is the correct. So for that purpose, we need a reference, we need a calibration, whether that instrument is properly calibrated or not. So all the things you can imagine, all the things it will come through all the 7 basic SI units. You can see now what are all the things we can get, what are all the things the human can benefit from the 7 SI units. You can see. So we can do the science in a scientific manner. Technology will be the perfect. Environment, definitely it will be clean. Energy sustainable. Healthcare affordable. Cyber security strong. That means through IST, we can able to control the cyber security. And then international trade barrier, we can control the international trade barrier in case if we are doing the correct measurement. And in addition to that, we can make our own policies for our nation building. So these are all the importance of all the basic SI units. Now, I am going directly to the different scholarship program in India. See, for example, some students you are doing your masters, some students you are doing your undergraduation, some students maybe they are doing in the final schooling education, that means +2. So for all the from 9th standard or 8th standard onwards, our government of India is encouraging our own Indian citizens, that means students category. So they are asking, not necessary to depend your parents. So we are having different scholarship programs. Government of India is giving. For that we have to make ourselves very strong in the area of the education as well as in the area of knowledge. So if the person is having good knowledge, then definitely he can clear all the competitive examination. That's what once Winston Churchill has said, that empires of the future will be the empires of their mind. Who is going to rule their brain? They are the future empire or future emperors. So you can imagine. So for that purpose, what we have to do? We have to do very hard work. So now you can see Inspire. It is coming under the Department of Science and Technology. In the Inspire, there are 3 different schemes. One is SEATS, another one is SHE, another one is AORC. Now you can see each and every program of the 3 major things, and it is contributing almost 5 programs, different programs. That means Inspire Awards, Inspire Internship, Inspire Scholarship, Inspire Fellowship, and the Inspire Faculty Award. Now we will see one by one. Now, first one is SEATS, that is called the Scheme for Early Attraction of Talent. Aims to attract the talented youth to study science by providing Inspire Award of rupees 5,000 to 1 million young learners to the age group of 10 to 15 years for a duration of 5 years continuously, and arrange winter and summer camps for youths in various locations for top 1% performance in class 10th board examinations. If the person is having very good knowledge, if the person is having very good understanding in this subject, if he is having hard working nature, then definitely he can apply any fellowship schemes, any scholarship schemes provided by the Government of India. Now, this is one of the excellent scholarship. And another one, we have seen that the SHE, that is called the Scholarship for Higher Education. In that way, they are giving almost every year 10,000 scholarship every year. That means how much they are giving? Almost 80,000 rupees per year they are giving, undertaking bachelor as well as the master level education. If the person is doing BSc, if the person is doing MSc, he can apply for this fellowship in the age group of 17 to 22. For example, after completion of your 8th standard, then if time onwards, you can start writing the examinations, and then if you clear that examination, then you will be earning every month some fellowship amount for doing your higher education. This is the another scholarship scheme. And then you can go to DST, that is Inspire DST.gov.in, and another one that is called the AORC, that is Assured Opportunity for Research Careers. Here, talented young scientific personalities at the age group of 22 to 32 years in both basic and applied sciences, including engineering, medicines. So they will be giving some fellowship amount of around 5 years. Then you can apply for your higher education, and then you can get directly fellowship amount from the government of India for your higher education. Nowadays we are struggling that even though the person is having very good knowledge, in case if his family background is not up to the mark, then it is not necessary to worry, or it is not worrisome. Then directly we can go to website, and then you can see different fellowship schemes, because nowadays everybody is having access to internet. Government of India is almost, they are encouraging everywhere, and then all the members of almost youths, everybody is having the smartphone, and then they are having the excellent internet facilities, and then they can have the access, and then they can go to Google, and then they can search what are the different fellowship or otherwise scholarship programs for the higher education. And here now you can see in this slide, that is called the scheme for early attraction of talent for science. That is, in this, Inspire Award is there, Inspire Internship Scheme is there, Inspire Scholarship is there, and then almost you can see different varieties of schemes. That is called the KVPY, we will see later. And then you can join the students admitted to Indian Institute of Science Education and Research, that is called the ISER, National Institute of Science and Education Research, that is called the NICER, Department of Atomic Energy, Center for Basic Sciences, that is called DAE-CBS, and the University Mumbai or otherwise KVPY. If that person is having qualified, then definitely we can join in the higher education institutions like this, and then directly we can get the fellowship amount from the Department of Science and Technology. Another one, earlier we have seen that assured opportunity for the research careers, and here the selection of Inspire Fellows shall be based on the screening of applications by an expert panel, followed by final selection by the peers from among different eligible candidates. This is to be drawn from the first rank holders of MSc in Science stream and the MTech in Applied stream to the universities and academic institutions. And another scheme is also there, that is called the Inspire Faculty Scheme. And here, if the person is completed, and then if he want to, for example, if he is working abroad and then he want to come back to India to choose some other educational institution and then he can apply by using this award. And then once if he is selected for that award, definitely he can join, and the fellowship amount is excellent. And then he can continue as the research scientist, and after some time, in case if the vacancy will come, definitely he will be given priority for those type of permanent positions. And now, what all the things we have seen based on the Inspire, you can see here, age group of 10 to 15, they are giving different types of fellowships or otherwise scholarship. Age group of 16 to 18, they are giving different scholarship schemes. Even winter camps with Nobel laureates, you can go and then meet. And age group of almost higher, above 18, that means around 17 to 22, that time the persons they are doing for the BSc, otherwise MSc levels, even PhD levels 22 to 27, and after that, that is called the assured career opportunity in research in this in the name of Inspire Faculty Award at the age of 27 to 32. Now you can imagine, at the age of 10 to at the age of 32, Government of India is sponsoring excellent amount. For that, we have to increase we have to improve our talent, we have to improve our intellectual capability, we have to improve our basic knowledges, we have to improve our all the subject knowledge. Then it is not necessary to worry that how to clear that examination. I am based on the remote areas and I don't have any access. Nowadays, it's not like that. Everybody is having the internet facilities. So you can go and then you can see what are all the what are all the different scholarship schemes are there, how to qualify that. Even in some of the websites, they have given model test also. So you can see this Inspire, and then you can go to the Inspire website, and then you can see based on your qualification, based on your age group, you can choose the scholarship, and then you can apply. Definitely you will be getting. So nothing is impossible in our life. So you can take your own pencil and then paper, you can write impossible, the word. By reading that it is impossible, by putting one small apostrophe, it is I am possible. So don't worry, and then don't think that how I can clear. So everything is possible in our life. Now next one is that is called the KVPY. In that there are 3 different streams: Stream SA, Stream SX, and then Stream SB. Stream SA for the almost 9th, 11th class standards, And from that 11th standard, if you clear that from 12th to BSc, MSc, they will be giving scholarship. Otherwise, the stream SX, that is, you can enroll in +2. And after that, if you clear that, you will be giving fellowship up to BSc, MSc. And the stream SB, in case, if you want to enroll during your BSc program, you can write, and then you can write that examination, and then you can clear. And then here, monthly stipend, it is starting from 5,000 to 7,000. But depending upon government regulations and policies, so that's what initially I have mentioned, that before applying any fellowship, you can see that what are all the regulations, because time to time, government of India, they will change. So you can ensure, and then you can apply for that fellowship. Now, what are all the abroad opportunities? So here, British Council, they are giving the training program, and then our DST Inspire, and the Newton Baba Award, that is called the Newton Baba funding. So different websites I have given. All the informations initially I have taken from the, some of them I have mainly taken from Professor G. Ramalingam and then Professor D. Vitra. They have done excellent work. And in addition, and now, Government of India, they have given, through UGC, they have started giving some international fellowship for the minority students. In that, they have given contingency amount, and then for departmental assistance, and then reader assistant, and then HRA, everything they are giving for your, after doing your MPhil, otherwise MSc, then you can enroll for your PhD, and then you can apply for this fellowship, and then you can do it. And then next one is for the disability students, also Government of India, they are giving. If the person is pursuing MPhil, otherwise PhD, he can apply for that. And then different eligibility is there. So before applying, you can download the application. You can see carefully what are all the terms and conditions. Then based on that, you can apply. This is called the disability. Also, they are giving the fellowship. And then another fellowship, that is called the Shashakt Scholarship, is one of its kind of initiative to encourage young women across India to prepare and for pursuing a career in science. So this is also having different fellowship programs. So women candidates, if they are if they want to pursue their higher research, they can be given fellowship amount, and then different fellowship amount is there. And another one is that is called the National Fellowship for the OBC, for the minority people, and then they can apply for that. And then UGC, again it is giving, and then for doing your higher education every year, depending upon the period. So normally we used to mention as the 1st April. So you can go to that, and then you can see what is the last date, and then before the last date, you can attach all the what all the documents they are asking. You can attach carefully. And single girl child also UGC is giving, that is called the postgraduate Indira Gandhi scholarship for the single girl child for the PG program. So here eligibility, any single girl child who happens to be a only child or twin daughter or fraternal daughter in the family. If the son and one daughter is available, then girl child will not be considered for the scholarship amount. So we have to be very careful, and then we have to read the terms and conditions very carefully. And then girl students of the age of 30 years time of admission of the PG courses are eligible to apply. That means they are giving around 2,100 long back. So maybe now they might have revised this fellowship amount. You can go through this UGC website. And another one, that is called the postgraduate merits scholarship for the university rank holders for the PG programs. For example, if you are doing your MSc program in the university, otherwise college, in case you are the topper of that university, DST directly giving in the name of the DST Inspire. So UGC is also giving. And here the scholarship may be tenable for a period of 2 years, or otherwise if you want to continue for your higher research for the PhD around 5 years also they are giving. And that is called the postgraduate merit scholarship for the university rank holders for the PG programs. And Japanese government is also giving in the name of MEXT scholarship. If you are doing your sciences, maybe physics or chemistry or mathematical sciences, so your age should be under 35, and then they are giving for the research students, otherwise master's degree or PhD degree, otherwise for research students master's degree in the Japanese language, they are giving for the Japanese government MEXT scholarship. And another one, that is called the Commonwealth Scholarship by UK government. And then here again eligibility criteria will vary. For the master's as well as for the PhD programs, they are giving for the different fellowship, different scholarship amount. And then this is a somewhat a little bit older slide, and then you can, if you want to apply for this type of fellowship, you can go to that website, and then you can see the new deadline, and then what all the information they are asking. You have to carefully fill the application, and then you can apply. And then again, Manipal Academy of Higher Education, even some private organizations also, they started giving some fellowship amount for doing your higher education. That means they are giving for the 6-month probationary period 14,000. Then after the first year they are giving 16, second year, third year, the amount will vary. And then here, based on admission, is based on your marks obtained in the past academic records. And if you are having some publications and research
Sir,
experience.
excuse me, sir.
Yes,
Sir,
madam. Yeah, yeah.
sir, participants are asking to increase your volume little bit.
Okay,
It's
okay,
low, sound is low, it seems.
okay, okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Now, some private organizations also started giving different scholarship amount for the different stream of students. And then again here, Manipal Higher Education, they started giving for the scholarship for different science stream students, as well as for the Jeju National University, that is South Korea, under KGSP scholarship program also they are giving for the PhDs in the area of biosensor, energy harvesting, new materials for innovative research, 2D and nanomaterial research. Depending upon that, they started giving different monthly stipend of almost 9 lakh one per month. And that for that, what are all the requirements? PhD means you must hold a master's degree, and then you should have a very good marks during your master's degree. So it is having different disciplines. You can go through this, and then you can carefully apply for this program also. And another one is that is called the Lady Tata Memorial Trust. They are also inviting applications for the junior scholarship and then postdoctoral fellowships. If the person wants to do PhD in the name of junior research fellowship, he can apply for this fellowship. If the person completed a PhD program, if he wants to do his postdoctoral, then he can apply again this fellowship. Further, the different stream is there, postdoctoral fellowship as well as the JRF. Depending upon that, the fellowship amount will vary. You can go through this. That is called the Lady Tata Memorial Trust. They are also giving different types of scholarship. And another one that is again the same fellowship, and then different fields of study they are giving: material science, engineering, laser technology. So stipend it will vary. And another one that is called the postgraduate fellowship for the professional courses for the different type of candidates. So you can go through this, and then again they are giving almost a scholarship amount for any for the higher research. They are giving around 7,800, and then for the other courses they are giving 4,700 rupees. In addition to that, they are giving contingency to purchase your books and then your study materials. Depending upon the ME students, they are giving almost 15,000 rupees. For the other programs, they are giving almost 10,000 rupees per annum. So again, it is giving UGC, it is giving. And in addition to that, for the disability, the students with the disabilities, they can also apply for different scholarship programs under the Government of India. There is separate website is there. You can go to that website, and then you can access different informations are there, when they will advertise, and what is the last date, what is the monthly stipend. So everything they have given. That is called the Ministry of Empowerment of Persons. It is coming under the Ministry of Social Justice and then Empowerment. You can go to the website www.disabilityaffairs.gov.in. In this, you can get all the information. And in addition to that, our Government of India, they have started the National Scholarship Portal also. The portal address is scholarship.gov.in. In that, the different ministries, what are all the fellowships, what are all the scholarship program is available, you can apply, and when is the last date, all the informations are there. So you can go to that website, and then you can access, you will be getting excellent information. And another fellowship is there, that is called the Prime Minister's Fellowship Scheme for Doctoral Research. So they are giving almost 60,000 rupees per month, and there are almost 100 students, industry-related project also they will choose. So in different disciplines, that is science, technology, engineering, agriculture, and then medicine. So you can apply, and then you can get this type of fellowship, and then that will be excellent for your future. And our Tamil Nadu State Council for Higher Education, they also giving different fellowships. And particularly this is for the students if they are doing MSc program, that is MSc, otherwise MTech program. During your MSc, otherwise MTech program, you have to do your project work, right? So for doing your project work, if your project is innovative, if your project outcome will be useful for the problem solving, that is for the societal benefits, then our Tamil Nadu government is also giving students mini project scheme for the postgraduate students. Again, you can go to that website tnuni.ac.in. So all the informations they have given, and this is a little bit older slide, but still the program is going on. And in our Tamil Nadu, they have given very good information, different scholarship program, that is www.pnbce.in, Tamil Nadu Agricultural Laborers Farmers, again Social Security Welfare Scheme, RIMC, Dehradun they are giving, Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi, they are giving some scholarship amount. You can go to this website, and again these all the informations already it is existing. You can go to that, and then depending upon your eligibility, depending upon your criteria, so you can download that applications. So you can see ex-serviceman scholarship, deceased government servants scholarship, secondary grade teachers children's scholarship, PhD scholarship, and then BS different categories of scholarship, and then state collegiate scholarship also they are giving. And in addition to that, you can see another slide, that is the National Scholarship Scheme, waiver of tuition fees, and then EVR Nagamal scholarship. So like that, different scholarship schemes are available. So for that, we have to improve our talent. We have to improve our intellectuals. We have to improve our basic knowledge. Basic knowledge means that is what all the books you are reading for your degree, otherwise your post-graduation. But for that, first you have to understand deeply about the subject, and then definitely it is easy for you to clear all these type of different competitive examinations, particularly for the scholarship. And again, another one, Tamil Nadu State Council for Science and Technology, that is in the DOC campus, they also started giving different type of scholarship. That is TANSET, TAN, SEST, SEST, NIC.in. In that, different scholarship schemes are there. And in addition to that, student projects will be eligible for a minimum grant of 5,000 rupees. That is called the Tamil Nadu Scientific Research Organization. So that is a private organization. They are encouraging the students to increase or to improve their intellectuals. That is called the, again, the website address I am giving, tnsroindia.org.in. And another information you can see, some of the information I have taken from Professor D. Uttara, and he mentioned that some of the private organizations, they started giving scholarship program for different students of our all the regions, all the areas. So depending upon their eligibility criteria, you can see the eligibility criteria, and then carefully you can apply. So that is called the Rajasthani Association. They are giving Jai Gopal Garudia Vivekananda Trust. They are giving scholarship. Unity Trust scholarship also they are giving. Asha Chennai, they started giving scholarship. And then Gaurav Foundation scholarship. South Kannada Dravida Brahmin Association also they are started giving different scholarship schemes. And then Kalki Krishnamurti Memorial Trust, they are giving different scholarship. That means it varies from different amount for your BSc, otherwise MSc, otherwise PhD programs. And then Fair and Lovely Foundation also they are giving. LIC Golden Jubilee Scholarship, they started giving. You can go to the website, different website what I am giving, you can carefully make a note. And the National Merit Scholarship is there. Chennai Petroleum Corporation Limited, they started giving different scholarship. Bharat Petroleum is also giving different scholarship. And the Indian Oil Corporation, Indian Oil Sports Scholarship, and Oil and Natural Gas Corporation, they started giving different scholarship. And the National Thermal Power Corporation also giving scholarship for the engineering students. Infosys, they started giving different scholarship. Central Sector Scheme of Scholarship, that is the website address is also, what all the information I am giving, all the website address I am giving. And then you can go to the Ministry of Minority Affairs area I have given, that is the website address. In that all the ministries, what all the scholarships, what all the fellowships is there, so they have given clear informations. And Department of Backward Classes and the most backward classes also minorities, Government of Tamil Nadu, they are giving different scholarship schemes. Directorate of College Education, they are giving different scholarship schemes for the different stream of students. And till now we have seen different scholarships. And now, if the person is doing for MSc, otherwise a BSc program, he can also do his summer research fellowship. For example, anyway, this year it is unfortunate, and then unexpected pandemic we are held up, and then everybody is doing their research work or what all the studies they are doing from their home only. But anyway, in the future, you can concentrate on the summer research program. So different agencies, they are giving the summer research fellowship. Almost every year, we are getting almost 2 to 3 months of summer holidays. So don't waste your holidays. So during that, almost at the end of December, otherwise at the end of January, all the agencies, they started advertising for the summer research fellowships. So what you have to do, you can just apply, and based on your previous year semester marks and then your academic talents, so they will choose, and then finally they will be announcing the selected candidates. So they will be giving 3 months fellowship amount. In addition to that, they will be giving your travel assistance, they will be giving free accommodation, and they will be giving chance to work in different institutes. For example, if you are interested, then you can go and then work in astrophysics, if you are having astrophysics interest. If you are having very good interest, then you can go and then work in IISc Bangalore. If you are having, if you want to work in IIT Chennai, you can apply. That is under INSA, Indian National Science Academy. I will be showing some of the things. In addition to that, some foreign agencies also, they are giving summer research fellowship. Even though some of the slides are a little bit old, but the same type of fellowship is going on. So you can just type in the name of summer student program and 2020, and you will be seeing different programs. And this is a DESY summer student program. And the Department of Science and Technology, they are encouraging our science stream students to apply for the summer research fellowship. So they will be giving a stipend, they will be giving free accommodation, they will be giving free travel assistance, and even Talent Development Center of our Indian Institute of Science. So they are also giving summer research program. And summer research fellowship by JNCASR, they are also giving summer research fellowship. They are giving stipend, they will be giving free accommodation in different sciences, that means life sciences, physical sciences, and then chemical sciences. And then IIT Chennai also giving summer research fellowship program in the different engineering as well as science, humanities and the social sciences, and then management studies also. They are giving almost 3 months, 2 to 3 months summer research fellowship. And in addition to that, SN Bose National Center for Basic Sciences, they are giving different summer research fellowship scheme. And this one already you have seen. And then the Institute of Mathematical Sciences, so they are giving a different fellowship scheme, particularly for the physics as well as for the chemical engineering students. And then for that, you have to increase or you have to improve your academic record. So if you are doing BSc, otherwise first year of MSc, you are eligible to apply for this fellowship amount, fellowship. And the Indian Institute of Astrophysics, they are giving different summer research fellowship program. Even this institute, they are encouraging the students to apply for the higher research. That means for your PhD also, otherwise your postdoctoral research also, you can apply in this institute. And then if you are having very good academic record, definitely you will be getting selected in this institute. And different ICERs, they started giving the summer research fellowship. So you can see, this is one of the ICERs I have taken, but almost all the ICERs, they started giving the summer research fellowship. And even IUSC, that is called the Inter-University Accelerator Center, they are giving the summer research fellowship for the different stream of students. And another one that is called the King Abdullah University of Science and Technology in Saudi Arabia. Long back, they started asking the summer research program for the students. And even Indian Academy of Sciences, Bangalore, and the Indian National Science Academy, New Delhi, and the National Academy of Sciences, India. So these are all the things arranged by Indian National Science Academy, INSA. So almost every year they are selecting almost 150 to 200 students of BSc, MSc, and the BE, MA students. So if the person is getting selected, so they will be giving 3 options. So you have to choose different institutes, maybe IISc, otherwise IIT, otherwise NITs, and then ICERs, otherwise national laboratories, otherwise DRDO laboratories. You can choose, and then you can apply for that summer research fellowship. And for example, so almost you got the scholarship, and then you are doing your higher education, that means you are doing your doctoral program. So don't think that after my PhD, so where I can go and then get my job. So if you are having very good intellectual capability, if you are having very good knowledge, you will be absorbed almost all the places. In India, there are different research institutes are there. CSIR is there, DRDO is there, ISRO is there, and then DAE is there, BORC is there. So like that, different research institutes are there. And even if you are having competitive talent, that means our CSIR is organizing CSIR every year. They are conducting 2 times CSIR NET, that is called the National Eligibility Test for Junior Research Fellowship as well as for the lecturership. So if we are having a lecturership certificate, or otherwise our state level eligibility test, that is called the SET, they are conducting, state level eligibility test. If you are having SLET, otherwise a NET certificate for the lecturership, you are eligible to join in the universities also. Otherwise, the different industrial research centers, and even abroad also you can do your research. And in addition to that, universities you can join, research institutes you can join, otherwise other for that in India, universities, they are conducting different examination for doing your PhD. So they are conducting their own examination, otherwise they are asking your CSIR net uh, how much you are getting the marks. Otherwise, some different research institutes, they are conducting their own interview and then their own preliminary examinations. And for that, in general, almost all the institutes, they are asking for the UGC, otherwise CSIR, they are conducting national eligibility test. If you clear that national eligibility test, then your fellowship amount directly, it will be transferred to your account. The condition is, if you want to join any of the institute, you can go and then join, send your joining report to the CSIR, then directly your fellowship amount will be transferred to your account for doing your higher research. So you can do PhD in India. So if the persons are interested to go abroad also, they can do the PhD. And after completing all your education, then you can come back to India and then serve for our nation. So for that, different countries, they are having different conditions. Some countries, they are asking for the GRE. Some countries, they are asking the TOEFL. So depending upon that, you can choose in which country if you want to do your higher research. And so if you are having the PhD, so you are having a lot of chances. You can join universities, research institutes, ISRO. So different, you are having all the possibilities. See, for example, if the person wants to do PhD in abroad, so normally the abroad institutes, they used to ask, so if you are having any research proposal, kindly send. So think, and then you have to write a very novel and then very attractive proposal. So anyway, you are not going there. So your proposal, what are all the informations you are sending in the proposal. So it is speaking in front of that professor. So you have to provide all the informations, and then the proposal should be very creative, and then it should justify your research. What are all the plan? For example, if you want to do the research in the solar cells, if you want to do the research in recycling technology for the e-waste, so like that you can take a novel technique, and also you have to choose in such a way that what are all the outcomes of your research, it should give some solution for the general persons they are facing the problem. So you have to choose, you have to give that as the priority. Now, just before concluding my talk, just I want to give brief information about this thing. So now you know him. So almost all the persons, you are all scientific background. So he is Dr. Sir C.V. Raman. So earlier when I was starting my slide, I was mentioning that our first founding director of National Physical Laboratory was the student of Sir C.V. Raman. His name is Dr. K.S. Krishnan. During 1950s, Dr. K.S. Krishnan has written almost more than 5 nature papers. And now, by seeing this slide, you can see that he is carrying excellent ammonium dihydrogen phosphate single crystal. And you know that he only discovered the Raman effect, and he designed the simple instrument in India, and still it is there in the IACS, Indian Association of Cultivation of Sciences, Kolkata. And he designed the instrument, and based on the light scattering, and he found that Raman effect, and for that he got the Nobel Prize in 1930. And from that 28th February, so every year we are celebrating, for example, your institute is celebrating every year 28th February as the National Science Day. So because he got the Nobel Prize from India, and he is an Indian, and everybody, we are all very proud to say that we got the Nobel Prize. Almost we are going to pass another 100 years. Now 2030 is going to come, another 10 years. But till date, we are not able to get the Nobel Prize. So we have to think in that direction, why we are not getting. So all the informations are correct, but you have to make a note that nowadays we are purchasing Raman spectrometer from Germany. We are purchasing Raman spectrometer from Japan. Even though that discovery has been carried out in India, that instrument was designed in India, designed by an Indian. But now the scenario is totally changed. Now we are purchasing from abroad different instruments of Raman spectrometer. So we have to think in this direction, and then we have to improve our capability. You know that our Indian total population is 140 crores. In that more than 40 years, that means less than 40 years of age, almost close to 50 to 60 crores of Indians, less than 40 years of age. That means we are having that much intellectual, that much human resources. You know the total population of Japan is almost 8.5 crores. Total population of Germany is around 7 crores. That means you can imagine our less than 40 years of young age, young dynamic intellectuals, almost 5 times of Japan. But now we are purchasing the technologies from Japan. The Raman spectrometer from Japan. You can go and then see our all Indian roads are filled with Japanese cars. You can see our all the small instruments, small gadgets, electronic gadgets we are using for our day-to-day life, all the based on some other foreign companies. So we have to think in this direction and we have to improve ourselves. For that, science and technology is must. For that, we have to improve our science and technology in our country. So that's what Government of India, they are encouraging the science students to do the higher research and then to do their higher research and then some discovery, some informations. So you can imagine now we are living in this 2020 and we are living in a more sophisticated science and technology. You can see in your house how many electronic gadgets. We are having air conditioner, we are having cell phone, we are having TV, we are having Android TV, we are having tablet, we are having different instruments. If you go and then see in your house. But these are all the technologies based on the scientific outcome, scientific research outcome, R&D developments. Who has done? Somebody has done. Now we are using. But for example, the similar way, you can imagine nearly 30-40 years before, if you are having around 30 years, almost more than 20 years back, you are not having this much sophisticated technology. But now you are enjoying this type of technology. Similarly, our future generation also has to enjoy what are all the sophisticated technology now you are enjoying. Definitely they will be enjoying more than that. For that, somebody has invented and then now we are using. Similarly, now we have to invent something, then only our future generation, they will enjoy without disturbing our plan. Few days before, we celebrated the World Environment Day, right? By doing the science, one should not pollute the environment. That's what our Mahatma Gandhi has said, that everybody has to learn the 3R mantras: reduce, reuse, and then recycle. And similarly, what all the informations I have given in my slides, that means different scholarship, different postdoctoral fellowship, different summer research intern, summer research fellowships. Don't think that I belong to a remote area and then I am not having the capability to clear the competitive examination. So don't think that. So nothing is impossible in our life. You can see, like our Sir C.V. Raman. Anyway, he was, we have not seen. Almost now we are seeing his photograph. You can take different personalities. So we have to think what are all the contributions they have given. So we have to, similar way, we have to do some contribution in the science and technology. Then only our research will improve, our nation will improve, and it is not necessary to depend the other nations for all the things. For example, you can see somebody is inventing in some other country we are using. You can say mobile phone. Some other country they are inventing some automobile we are using. Some other country they are inventing some television we are using. So how many days we are all the users. That's what our Honorable Prime Minister has correctly mentioned, that we have to slowly stop the users category and slowly we have to become leaders category. We have to lead the other countries. And here I want to mention that everybody knows about the Stephen Hawking. We know Sir C.V. Raman, we have not seen, but in our time, maybe a few years back he was. Now he's no more, and then few years back he expired, and we have seen. And the persons, if you have not seen Stephen Hawking, just you can put in the internet Stephen Hawking. You can see this photograph. He can't able to speak. He can't able to walk. He can't able to write also. But he has done wonders in the science. He has done wonders in astrophysics. Before a few decades, he was talking about the artificial intelligence. Now slowly it became reality. And he was talking about the black holes. He was talking about the aliens. So many things he judged, and then he has written very good books. And he has written a fantastic book that is called The Brief History of Time. Till date, that is the only book. It was sold many editions. That is the record. So by seeing him, we can see our life. We are having everything, but what contributions we are giving to the scientific community. So now by availing all the fellowships, all the scholarships that the Government of India is giving for your higher education, so get it and then improve your qualification, improve your knowledge, and then from that knowledge you can deliver something for our nation. So that is the small informations I thought to share with you. And in addition to that, so this is for the different students, but some of the faculty members, if they want, if they are having very good ideas, so they can also apply for the sponsored research projects. Different funding agencies they are giving. DSIR, ICMR, ISRO, DIT, and then QUAS, that is called the Third World Academy of Sciences. And then different ministries also they are giving for the sponsored research. If you are having some novel project, you can apply, and then definitely you will be getting excellent funding. And through that funding, so you will be guiding at least 1 or 2 PhD students, and through that funding, that students will be getting some stipend. So that is the way you can, something you can do for the society. And in addition to that, our Indian government, so some other foreign agency also they are giving some sponsored research projects in the name of the developing country. So these are all the informations one can see, and particularly for that scholarship as well as for the different fellowship schemes. So very good informations they have given, Professor G. Ramalingam and then D. Utra. So you can just put it in the Google. So excellent book they have compiled, and then it was fantastic information I got it. So I am acknowledging them. And before concluding my talk, so I am thanking the organizers, particularly Dr. Telagurudi Madam and then Mr. Deepak from morning onwards. They are doing excellent hard work, and finally, so we got excellent connectivity. So I hope what all the informations I have given, little bit useful for you, and then you can make your mindset. So nothing is impossible in our life, everything is possible. And in addition to that, if you are a student, you should be a hard working student, not like a hardly working student. So with this, I am thanking the organizers for giving the wonderful opportunity. So now my session is open for discussion. If you are having any clarifications, just you can interact now.
Sir,
Yes,
sir,
ma'am. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
as it is connected to the YouTube, I can just see the feedback and I can tell you, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, definitely. You can
Uh,
just read the questions and then you can tell me. Then I
uh,
will try to answer this. In
yes,
case
sir.
if the students are giving a late feedback, then they can directly contact. Otherwise, you can send the questions, and if it is possible, then I will send my reply.
Okay, sir. Sure, sir. And most of them has said really it is a good information what they have got now, because most of them did not know about this what is that scholarship program, everything it seems that they have told here. And here they have said the session is very it was really very nice. But the thing is we did not start from the at correct time, so the count what we expected was little bit less. That's all. But
Yes, ma'am. Yeah,
everyone
yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah, because you are taking a wonderful step. That's what I
yes.
was mentioning that from my, I mean, during your PhD onwards, I am seeing you are very active and then very dynamic. But morning, anyway, see, it depends upon the other lot of factors are there. So internet connectivity and many things. Anyway, finally it started almost half an hour delay. But anyway, very good step initiation you have taken. Any questions,
Yes,
madam?
sir.
You are getting any questions now?
No, sir, they have given very good information we have got. It is really a very nice presentation. And they have given about the presentation only, sir. It's really very nice.
Okay, ma'am.
It's
Okay,
very
okay.
full
If there are
session.
no questions,
Everything.
again, I am thanking the organizers. So
Yes, sir.
maybe now we can conclude the session now because I'm having some other meeting.
Yes, sir. I'll just conclude it now.
Yeah,
Sir, first of all, I would like to thank our eminent guest speaker for attending our invitation. I would like to thank our dynamic director, Dr. Regina JPR, for giving us an opportunity to organize this event. I also thank our colleagues for their support, and I also want to thank my student Deepak, who was back to the screen and supporting fully for this broadcast. Thank you, Deepak, and thank you, sir. And really, I'll make this opportunity and. I want you to to give more lectures about this to more students. Really, I'll work for it, and once again, I'll call you back. That time, without fail, you must please help us.
definitely, madam. Definitely. Yes, madam. Yeah, sure. Definitely. Always I am extending the yeah, my level best so I can deliver. So in the future, definitely, if we will get the very good opportunity, then again we will share some more information regarding the postdoctoral fellowships also. I will be adding that slides also in the future. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. Now I am disconnecting, right?
Okay, thank
Thank
you,
you very
sir.
much.
Okay.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, sir.